What's up, guys? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Batman, evil Batman from Suicide Squad kills the Justice League video game. So this is like the Arkham suit. I think that's what it's called. But he's got those purple eyes and the veins sort of coming onto his face. So I'm on a landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. Center point of my page is about here. I'd say that's where his nose will be. So like the top half of the mask is like, this will be like his nose area. So we'll just come up over to the right a little bit. And we're going to start with the frowning sort of shape that's on top of his, like the leather eyebrow sort of thing, right? So he's a big frown. So you just do this kind of check mark or tick sort of shape. It's kind of like a Dragon Ball Z eye or something. This is like a wrinkly frowning area. And then he has another sort of bump that comes along the nose here, and then you have another frown on the other side. So similar on both sides, just this sort of check mark or tick line. Just the same sort of on both sides. Okay. That's our kind of setup. All right, and you could have like some little forehead, light sort of forehead lines just here. Just coming across the top. And then maybe there's another sort of frown line there. Right, so his eyes are in underneath this. Right, so you got like a standard sort of, you can see, so he's frowning like, and you can see his eyes looking up from underneath. So we can just see like his top eyelid line there. And then this goes back around into his tear duct sort of here in the corner. Okay, small sort of eyes. Right, he's again looking up from underneath that eye, so a small sort of iris, like a circle just in there. And then the pupil, you can see a bit of it anyway. This would be glowing sort of purple in the evil version. And the eyes are kind of black around the edges. Seems to have like another eyelid line here. Of course, it's like black makeup on and stuff all in there. And then a bit of an eyelid line coming around here. The tear duct might go a bit further down there. So the other eye, same situation, right? So about the same height, same level. Curving down. And then this goes around again. And just into his tear duct, sort of in there in the corner. And then that iris circle sort of just coming down from where the sort of eye meets the mask. And then the pupil. Like so. And then there's like eyelid lines. Tear duct in there. And then that mask shape. So it like comes around kind of like glasses or something, this like in close to the nose. Curving around here like that. Similar on this side. So like curves around. Up into there. And then this is like an edge, so it's got like a bit of a vent or something on the side of his eye here. Looks like it's got like Kevlar or air holes or something just here. And everything's kind of like a bit leathery and sort of 3D, so it's got like an edge line coming around it here. So that nose, right? So we've got, so we'll do the middle bar first. So that comes right down here. And then it's got like a flat section. Then it comes out to wings. Like that, either side. And then it goes back up into his corner of his eye. And then like a frown sort of in there. So this mask section comes out and back up to the corner of his eyes, back up there, right? So it goes sort of this way, up, and it eventually goes around the side of his head, but we'll just go to there, and there's like another section that way. Up, like there. So where's that part? Just like here. So the rest of this mask that goes above the top of his head. So there's a little section there. And then here. And then this goes up to the edge there. And then this goes around his ear. And then this goes all the way up then to his, curves the whole way up. All the way up like that. Okay, and a real sort of pointy on top. Comes back down. Generous shape for his ears. Well, these ears, and then he has real ears, like his real armor ear section. Down like that. So then he has the top of his head, like so. And then his sort of jawline comes down this way into there. And then he has a chin that's quite big, so so we've got this sort of edge area, and this like goes underneath his chin, sort of like the leather of his mask kind of disappears underneath his chin at some point. So he's got this sort of bumpy sort of chin here. It's like skin like that. Okay, so that's kind of the shape for his head. And if you notice, like eyes to chin is about the same as eyes to top of the head, because the character is like facing front basically. So this and this are about the same, just if you're wondering about proportions of things. Okay, so then we can see some extra sort of details on the mask. So like some extra lines that come around the ears, along the side of the head here. And on the ears also, like coming down from the top, sort of here. Right, and then down that way. So it's like makes the ears look a little bit more sort of 3D, sort of. And then there's like a forehead line here. Right, and then there's a helmet head, sort of helmet line here as well. It's beside the ears, and it's got a vent or something in the ear shape, like a gap sort of in there. And then there's like lines of the ears as well, I think. No, I'll leave those. Then he's got these actual ear guards, like on the side of his head. Like for his real ears, not the bat ears. And then like, because it's Kevlar and stuff, you could add like scratches and textures and stuff to all this. Like an extra little section there. Right, so then his mouth just here, sort of like the edge of the mouth sort of lines up with the inside of his eye. So like you can mark it sort of either side, right? And then it kind of curves over, sort of down in the middle a bit, just underneath the middle of the nose, back up, and around and down, sort of like that, right? Very sort of serious kind of mouth, and then you can have bottom lip sort of here. And maybe some top lip just in the middle then as well. Right, but generally very flat sort of lip shape. Do 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 do. Right, mouths can be tricky, so take your time. Right, and then he has some lines sort of on the corners of his mouth as well. And like his cheekbones kind of come in here, you know, his real chiseled sort of superhero features. Line coming down from the corners of his mouth. We have that sort of thing from underneath the nose as well, you know, that top lip shape. Kind of a line maybe on his chin here. Right. We'll just darken up maybe the bottom of the mask here. Okay, roughly like this anyway. Now, that's his head, basically. So, body is kind of turned sideways, side on sort of pose. So, generally, like if you find sort of the center line for his chest, say, so the center of the bat symbol, sort of the crest, curving that way, right? So that's like the curvature of his chest muscles here. And then the back of his neck comes out this way, right? And the other side of the neck just here down from the jaw. right? And then chest here. So cape kind of like bumps out here, and then you've got a big shoulder. So basically, because the body's in 3/4, right, this shoulder is bigger than this one. So, and it's a big like armored shoulder pad. So it goes around like that. Right, and there's like a little bit that sticks out here. And then the chest armor sort of steps up a couple of times. Goes up towards the corner here. They don't join because there's like different layers of armor and stuff. So there's like his chest plate just there, and then this shoulder armor. There's a load of little angles and stuff on it. Right, like that. So this whole side is like twice the size of this side, right? So here to here, so like here to here will be like double this. So this is like real small. So his cape sort of bumps down here. Right, there's cape here as well, but we'll just get the other shoulder in here like this. Now this is another piece of armor. So you can just see like the sides of it. Right, and then his chest comes down like that, right? So this whole space goes across here like at least twice, right? So this is like way skinnier than this side because his body's turned away from us. Tricky, I know, but it's good to learn to draw different sort of body positions. So his arm comes down that way, and then down there. And the arm will go off here. So now there's like loads of sort of details, clips and capes and armor and stuff. We'll do the bat symbol first, just in here. We have the bat ears right along that middle line of his chest. And then the wing right up to there, around, spiking down to the bottom, and it just looks flat down there. Don't think there's legs or anything. Maybe there should be. No, it's just pointy. So I'll go down to there and then back up. And then this kind of like curves around his chest again. And then around to here. And then up again. This side is much smaller than the other side. Like narrower. And then we got like chest armor lines. Like this. All sort of plates and different details, like lots of crazy details in this suit. Right, and chest, right, like there's like a little detail down here. I'm not sure what it is. It's just like a piece of plastic or Kevlar or something. And then like little sort of edge lines around the top of the armor. And like oblique muscles and straps that join the armor together. Like little pieces of fabric and stuff in here. lines on this as well. So always adding sort of little clips and straps and texture lines and everything on all these edge lines to things, especially when they're mechanical, you know, like man-made objects. And we can see the edge of this. Always tricky to get mechanical stuff like this because it's so precise, you know. And there's like little clips that hold on his cape sort of here. I think we can see like his shoulder in there as well. Like his actual shoulder, not the armor. And then the cape clips in shadow. But I think we can see them just here. Then another one on this side. Incredibly detailed. And there's some stuff on his neck here, just covering his throat, and then coming down towards the front. Right. Okay. Textures and stuff on all this as well. Like a bullet hole maybe. Especially that scene where they get him. So I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't played. Okay. Batman from Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.